Hello friends! New Year is getting closer and it's the very time to decide what presents we will make for our loved ones. Today, I will teach you to craft this greeting card with a reindeer. Look through these pictures I found for you for more inspiration. To begin, we will need a sheet of paper size A4, colored pencils, markers, a simple pencil, and an eraser. You can also use paints like gouache, watercolor paints. Be free to choose your materials to work with. To begin, let's fold the paper in half, as a book, like this. Straighten the corners and press down. Ready. Now the very beginning. Let's take the pencil and start to draw the reindeer. I will show you a dot technique. Mark to be sure where the oval of the head will be. One in the center and two on the sides. Now, let's connect the dots together. Moving on. One dot here. One dot on the other side. And one dot in the center, showing where our head will end. A few more dots to help us out. Connecting dots is a very simple technique to draw precisely what you want. Now, connecting the dots together. Good. Time for the horns. I will draw on one side, over here, and on the other side. The drawing is very simple. I am sure you will manage. Now take a look how I do this. I imagine that the horn as if escapes the sheet of paper and then is coming back in, forming a loop, then bending, and one more loop. I will do precisely the same with the second horn. A bend, out of the sheet, back in, a loop, a bend, one more loop, and we are ready with the horns. Now let's draw the nose, the famous Rudolph nose. By the way, Santa loves him for his big red nose. And a highlight. Well, done with that. Moving on to the smile. A big smile. Now the eyes. Feel free when drawing the eyes. You can draw them round or leave them closed. As you can see, we are using mostly round shapes in our drawing. Okay. Well, maybe you decided to draw a girl reindeer? Then, let's add some eyelashes. Okay. And the second eye. Do not forget to draw the ears. one arc, and the inside. It's okay if the ears don't fit in the paper sheet. I am sure you are doing good. And the second ear. If needed, erase all unnecessary elements and don't forget to shake away the scraps. Now, let's move on to coloring the reindeer. I will use colored pencils. Take a yellow color and start at the bottom. Filling in. Remember, you can use your imagination, draw with pencils or with watercolors, maybe gouache. Let your imagination flow freely. If you are working with pencils like me, remember to make smooth strokes. Well, our drawing is becoming bright already. Okay, I am sure that your drawing is very pretty and coming alive already. I like it very much. By the way, what presents do you usually make for your parents? When I was little, all presents I did were handmade. I loved to draw greeting cards and also made handmade Christmas toys. Can you imagine how valuable are presents that are made by hands? Okay, done with the yellow color. Now let's take a brown pencil. Perhaps you will choose to take a gray or maybe a blue pencil. It doesn't matter. And let's start to fill in the gaps. Do you know why Rudolph is the symbol of Christmas? Not only because of his red nose. The truth is that his nose is like an orient. When Santa is sleighing through the snowy mountains, through the clouds, Rudolph's flashing nose shows the way for Santa. That's why he's the leader of the sleigh. On the sides, add more tension to the pencil, showing volume and texture. If you are working with paint, please wait until they dry, and then you can add the pencil outlines to make the picture more voluminous. See how quickly our drawing transforms? It starts to become realistic. Well, one ear is done. How are you doing? Catching up? Are you ready to draw the red nose of our reindeer? Filling in all the gaps, and we are almost ready. Adding a little bit more contours. And drawing the second ear, don't forget it. Okay, friends. Job well done. Now, let's take the red pencil and draw the nose. Of course, everything is much quicker when using paint. Pencils require patience and accuracy. When you are drawing, you must feel the tension that you are using on the pencil, feel the materials you are working with. Somewhere tension must be applied more, and somewhere the hand must move more tender while blending. As you can see, our nose will be voluminous. That's why we do it more bright on one side and make it more transparent as we move closer to the highlight. Can you imagine just how can a nose glow? Okay, doing good. Just a little bit left. Over here, and we are ready to move on. Now, let's move on and draw the horns. I decided to use the same yellow colored pencil and begin to fill in the spaces. As you can see, I'm not coloring the whole ear. I am leaving space for the markers. Later on, I will add more brown in the middle. Okay. Now, I want to show you how to draw the fur coat. Since we have the base ready, now, by adding strokes, we can show the texture. Choose the tone correctly. If your coat is gray, use gray color. If you chose blue, then use blue. Maybe your deer is experimenting with his coat color. Well, we people dye our hair. Why not a deer do the same? Okay. Stroke by stroke, we fill in all the gaps. Friends, remember, the strokes can be fluent. To the right, to the left, this way and that way. Mind that in real life, hairs grow in different directions, so feel free to draw them. Add in a bit here, a bit there. In the center. Under the eye. You can even point them out, as I did on the top. This will make the reindeer look shaggy. A shaggy reindeer. Add into the sides. And we are done. Adding a bit to the center. Great. Now, let's do the same on the lower part of the head. For this, I will take the orange color. Believe me, it will pop out on the yellow perfectly. Step by step, carefully we draw the fur. It's fascinating. By the way, we can see deers not only in cartoons and stories, but also printed on clothes and presents, even on souvenirs, especially in Christmas time. Now you know, and you can tell your friends. Well, I like the deer very much. Moving on, making sure that all white spaces are colored in. Good. Well, time for the markers. Take a black one. Let's start with the lower part of the head. Contouring one side and the other side. And now, let's trace his red nose. No need to hurry. Like this. See how it pops out? It's okay to make some lines thinner, some thicker, no difference. I will make the nose using thicker lines because I want to define it as much as I can. Tracing the highlight, and now we can move on to the smile. As so, he's so kind when smiling. Ready. Now, time for the head. Let's do it by stroke technique. Place them freely. This gives an effect of a second layer of fur. Splendid. And now, time for the ears. One arc, second arc, and the inside of the ear. Moving on to the second ear. Don't forget the inside. And add texture inside. Good. Now the eyes. Draw one arc, the second arc, and the eye itself. We will draw the eyes black, but we will leave out space for the highlights. This makes the deer so realistic. The highlight always makes difference. The eyes immediately stand out. And don't forget the eyelashes. My deer is a girl. If yours is a boy, then no eyelashes are needed. Once we are done with the eyelashes, we can move on to the horns. Repeat the pencil lines precisely. Carefully tracing. One done. One more to go. And of course, don't forget the lower parts of the horns over here and here. Do the same with the second horn. I wish to add more texture, and I decided to do it with freckles. 1, 2, 3, and a couple more on the other side. Adding a few strokes over here, and maybe some dots and spots on the horns. Don't be afraid, you can add whatever you like. It can be dots, or maybe even stars. Let's draw some stars. This will make the horns look magic. Who knows, maybe they are magic horns. Also, I decided to fill in the spots. 1, 2, looking good. Let's take the red marker and put a more accent to the nose, making it the main theme. Watch me do it and repeat. Slightly blending in. And remember, as we are moving closer to the highlights, the tension is smaller. Moving away from the highlights, we make the tension bigger. What a beautiful nose we have. Great. Well, let's take the brown tone pencil and start to add the fur. Adding more color to the corners, like this. Filling in here and there. We do not want to leave out too much white spaces and gaps, so take your time while filling in. Friends, today we learned to draw with pencils and with markers. A big job done. What a splendid reindeer we have. Adding fur here and there. I like it very much. Move in different directions to make it look more natural. We know that in real life, hair grows in different directions, so feel free. Add into the ears and a bit more to the horns. Well, now it's time for the background. I chose a blue color for the background. Take the pencil and begin to work through the spaces. I am sure that your reindeer is very pretty. Moving on, like this. And almost done. Last but not least, let's add some snowflakes to the background. Maybe you will decide to add dots or colorful ornaments. I am putting dots here and there and over here again. Don't forget to close the markers. They dry away very fast. As you can see, I am leaving some space in the middle for a title message. Moving on with more dots. Friends, do you know how to draw a snowflake? Believe me, it is very easy. Let's try. To draw a snowflake, put one line, then a second line forming a cross. Divide it in half once and twice, and here's a snowflake. Repeat once more on the other side. One line, second line, third and fourth. One more. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Well, looks bright enough. Can you count how many snowflakes we have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. I think that now it's time to draw the title. Let's write Merry Christmas in English. For this, let's first of all mark the borders and start off by writing Christmas because it is the longest word. C H R I Don't forget the dot. S T M A N S. Christmas. And on the top, in the center, we will write Merry. Merry. Okay. Very good. Once ready, let's trace it with a black marker. Opening the marker and begin. No need to hurry. Merry Christmas. Looking good. And an S. All done, like so. Friends, I feel like adding a bit more of brown to our work because we left out too much white spaces. So, taking the brown pencil, let's proceed. Adding more brown in the center of the head. Filling in the horns. And just under the eyes. Now this looks much better. I like it. Don't forget to highlight the horns. A bit more here. Well, seems done. To highlight the horns, first I will take the same yellow pencil as I did and make my way on the corners. For the rest part of the horns, I will be using a marker. Okay, moving on to the second horn. Just like this. Looking good. While doing the horns, I decided to add orange near the title to make the letters stand out. So, let's take the orange pencil and contour the letters. If you wish, you can even make the letters rainbow or even change the font. Adding the highlights. Almost ready. I have already gifted my friend with a similar greeting card. Believe me, he loved it very much. Looking good. Well, we are almost finished. Now we can open our greeting card and sign it for our friends. I decided to take a blue marker and I will write Dear Anne and Dmitry. I congratulate you with Merry Christmas. Oops, a little mistake. Not to worry, we will correct it later on. I wish you good health. Be happy. As you can see, I made a small mistake over there, but no worry, we can disguise it in no mig. As they say, who doesn't risk doesn't drink champagne. Okay. Friends, we can always find a way out. It's just a matter of experimenting. I decided to contour the mistake part with another color, making it define, and nobody will see it. Also, maybe I will draw a few snowflakes. And add 3 big exclamation points. Well, friends, it was a pleasure to work with you. See you next time. Stay tuned for our channel and don't miss the new videos that are coming up on our channel. Don't forget to comment below. Merry Christmas!